Keep up with custom.
Step into the vibrant world of India, where tourism is projected to infuse $600 billion into the economy by the year 2030. A land where the ancient philosophy of Atithi Devo Bhava, meaning the guest is God, breathes life into every corner. Stay tuned to keep up with Kaustubh as we delve into these bustling sectors, painting a picture of India like never before.
Welcome to our deep dive into the vibrant world of Indian tourism. India, a land of diverse cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and historical wonders, has always been a global tourism hotspot. Each year, millions of tourists, both domestic and international, are drawn to its rich heritage, exotic wildlife, and spiritual allure. Tourism in India is a significant part of the country's economy, contributing to about 9.2% of India's GDP in 2018. As per the World Travel and Tourism Council, India ranked third among 185 countries in terms of travel and tourism's total contribution to GDP in 2018. India offers a unique blend of tourism sectors that cater to a wide variety of tourist interests. In this video, we will be exploring 10 emerging sectors of Indian tourism that are projected to contribute nearly $600 to $700 billion by the end of 2030 to the Indian economy. These sectors include spiritual tourism, wellness tourism, agri-tourism, wedding tourism, sports tourism, eco-tourism, medical tourism, MICE tourism, film tourism, and rural tourism. Each of these sectors provides a unique perspective into the diverse offerings of India as a travel destination. So join us as we delve into each of these sectors, explore their current status, their potential for growth, and how they individually contribute to the Indian economy. Let's start our journey with the soul of India, its spiritual tourism. India, a land of diverse cultures and spiritual practices, is known globally for its unique spiritual appeal. This appeal has birthed an industry of its own, spiritual tourism, which has been making significant contributions to the country's economy. Let's delve into the data and statistics to understand its true impact. According to recent reports, spiritual tourism contributes a whopping 40% to the total domestic tourism in India. This is no surprise, as India is home to numerous spiritual destinations, attracting not only domestic but also international tourists. As of 2019, the city of Varanasi alone welcomed over 6.5 million tourists, with Haridwar and Rishikesh following closely. The annual Kumbh Mela, a major Hindu festival, sees a footfall of approximately 120 million people, making it one of the largest peaceful gatherings in the world. The economic impact of spiritual tourism is substantial. It has been reported that the industry generates revenue of about $30 billion annually, with a forecasted growth rate of 7.5% per annum. This means that by 2030, spiritual tourism alone could contribute as much as $50 billion to the Indian economy. This growth is fueled by the increasing global interest in spirituality, wellness, and yoga, all of which India is a renowned hub for. The government, too, has recognized the potential of spiritual tourism and has been actively promoting it through various initiatives. As we transition from spiritual to wellness tourism, it's important to understand the figures driving this sector. Wellness tourism, a close cousin of spiritual tourism, has been gaining global attention and is no exception. In 2019, India was ranked among the top 10 wellness tourism destinations in the world, with an estimated 17 million wellness trips. The market size of wellness tourism in India was valued at approximately $16 billion, and it's projected to grow at a rate of 10% annually. By 2030, the wellness tourism sector could potentially contribute about $32 billion to the Indian economy. This growth is propelled by the global trend of prioritizing health and well-being, and India's rich tradition of Ayurveda, yoga, and natural healing practices. The Indian government has also been actively promoting wellness tourism through initiatives like the Ayush program, aimed at promoting traditional Indian wellness practices globally. Transitioning from wellness and spiritual tourism, let's explore another intriguing field of Indian tourism: agri-tourism. Agri-tourism in India is a budding segment of tourism that presents visitors with a glimpse into the nation's agricultural legacy. The agritourism sector in India was valued at around $900 million in 2019, with over 2.5 million tourists engaging in a variety of agritourism activities. With the Indian government's active endorsement and rising global interest in sustainable tourism, this sector is predicted to have a 14% annual growth rate. By 2030, agritourism could potentially inject around $2.5 billion into the Indian economy. This expansion is facilitated by an influx of domestic and international tourists in search of unique and genuine experiences that bond them with the soil and its inhabitants. Transitioning from agritourism, our next focus in India's diverse tourism industry is wedding tourism. Known globally for its grandeur and colorful celebrations, Indian weddings have evolved into a significant sector of tourism, attracting visitors from all over the world. In 2019, the wedding tourism industry in India was estimated at approximately $40 billion, with roughly 10 million weddings taking place each year. With the growing trend of destination weddings and the country's rich cultural heritage serving as a backdrop, this sector is projected to grow at an annual rate of 15%. By 2030, wedding tourism could contribute approximately $70 billion to the Indian economy. This growth is fueled by both domestic and international tourists seeking to host a quintessential Indian wedding. The vibrancy and cultural richness make Indian weddings a unique tourism attraction. As we shift gears from the vibrant colors of Indian weddings, let's dive into the adrenaline-filled world of sports tourism in India. Sports tourism, often overshadowed by its counterparts, has started to gain momentum in recent years. With the rising popularity of international sports events like the Indian Premier League, IPL, Pro Kabaddi League, and various marathons, India is fast becoming a hotspot for sports enthusiasts. In 2019, sports tourism contributed around $10 billion to the Indian economy, with a significant chunk coming from the IPL. With the government's increased focus on promoting sports and fitness, the sector is projected to grow at a rate of 12% annually, potentially reaching a value of $20 billion by 2030. This growth is fueled by domestic and international sports enthusiasts, along with the increasing trend of hosting international sports events in the country. As we move forward, we'll explore the impact of sports tourism on India's tourism landscape. As we transition from the exhilarating world of sports to the serene realm of spirituality, let's pause to appreciate the thriving sector of ecotourism in India. This sector, often referred to as the lungs of the tourism industry, is gaining momentum due to the rising global consciousness about environmental sustainability. Ecotourism in India, with its diverse landscapes and rich biodiversity, offers a unique blend of adventure and education, attracting tourists from across the globe. In 2019, ecotourism generated approximately $5 billion, contributing significantly to India's GDP. Sector is projected to grow at an annual rate of 15%, potentially reaching $10 billion by 2030. Growth is driven by the increasing demand for sustainable travel experiences and the government's initiative to preserve and promote India's ecological heritage. As we proceed, we'll explore the impact and potential of ecotourism in shaping India's tourism landscape. As we explore the diverse facets of Indian tourism, let's take a moment to delve into the booming sector of medical tourism. India, with its advanced healthcare facilities, skilled medical professionals, and cost-effective treatments, has emerged as a preferred global destination for medical tourism. In 2019, the sector contributed an impressive $5.8 billion to the Indian economy, showcasing a steady growth pattern over last decade. It is projected that by 2030, medical tourism in India could generate up to $9 billion, underlining its significant potential. The key drivers of this growth include affordable healthcare services, state-of-the-art medical technologies, and the government's proactive initiatives to promote India as a healthcare hub. We'll see the impact of medical tourism on India's tourism landscape and its potential to shape the future of the country's economy. As we journey through the multifaceted world of Indian tourism, let's pause to examine the burgeoning sector of MICE tourism, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. This industry has seen a significant surge in India, with numerous world-class venues and facilities catering to a global audience. According to recent data, the MICE tourism sector contributed a substantial $30 billion to the Indian economy in 2019. Analysts predict that by 2030, this figure could soar to an impressive $50 billion, reflecting the robust growth potential of this sector. The driving factors behind this growth include India's strategic location, diverse offerings, top-notch facilities, and the government's concerted efforts to promote the country as a premier MICE tourism destination. As we shift our focus to another rapidly growing sector, let's explore the vibrant world of film tourism in India. Known as the land of Bollywood, India's film industry is not just about entertainment, it also significantly contributes to tourism. With iconic locations featured in numerous films, India attracts millions of movie enthusiasts from around the globe every year. According to a recent study, film tourism contributed an estimated $3 billion to the Indian economy in 2019. Looking forward, projections suggest that by 2030, film tourism could generate up to $7 billion, nearly doubling its current contribution. This impressive growth is driven by the increasing popularity of Indian cinema worldwide, the government's proactive efforts to promote film tourism, and the unique charm of India's diverse landscapes and rich cultural heritage. Shifting our lens to the rustic charm of India, let's delve into the world of rural tourism. As a country of villages, India's rural landscapes offer a unique blend of culture, art, and tradition, attracting tourists seeking an authentic and serene experience away from the bustling city life. According to a recent report, rural tourism in India contributed approximately $1.5 billion to the national economy in 2019. The sector, although nascent, is witnessing a steady growth, with tourists increasingly opting for experiential travel. Looking ahead, projections indicate that by 2030, rural tourism could potentially add up to $4 billion to the Indian economy, marking a significant growth in this sector. This projected growth is attributed to the rising interest in eco-friendly tourism, the government's initiatives to promote village tourism, and an increasing global demand for immersive, local experiences. India, often hailed as the world's spiritual capital, offers a myriad of experiences for those seeking solace, enlightenment, or simply a deeper understanding of diverse religious practices. From the sacred Ganges River to the ancient temples and ashrams nestled in the Himalayas, spiritual tourism in India is not just an industry, but a journey of self-discovery for millions. With potential growth projected into the year 2030, spiritual tourism is a key player in India's economic vision. India is the birthplace of Ayurveda and yoga, two ancient wellness methodologies that have gained global recognition. Wellness retreats scattered across the country offer holistic healing and rejuvenation, attracting health-conscious travelers from around the world. By 2030, wellness tourism is slated to become a significant contributor to India's tourism economy. India's agrarian roots run deep, and as the country transitions to alternative farming practices, agritourism stands to play a critical role. From biofuel production to sustainable farming methods, agritourism offers a unique blend of education and relaxation for the modern traveler. By 2030, this sector is expected to bloom, providing a significant boost to the economy. The vibrant colors, elaborate ceremonies, and rich cultural traditions make Indian weddings a spectacle to behold. Destination weddings gain popularity, India's diverse locales, and top-tier hospitality services make it an attractive choice for couples worldwide. 2030, wedding tourism is predicted to generate substantial revenue for the Indian economy. The script section provided doesn't contain the line, "In the following scene, we will delve deeper into the unique offerings of in India. Therefore, no changes are needed." Here is the unchanged section. From indigenous games like Kabaddi to international cricket tournaments, sports tourism in India is a dynamic and growing field. The Indian Premier League and Women's Premier League are major money spinners, attracting fans from across the globe. Sports tourism, by the year 2030, is projected to be a formidable player in India's economic game plan. India's diverse ecosystems, from the snow-capped Himalayas to the lush Western Ghats, provide a haven for nature enthusiasts. Ecotourism promotes sustainable travel, contributing to conservation efforts and local economies. The year 2030, ecotourism is expected to flourish, adding to India's economic growth. Known for its high-quality healthcare services at affordable prices, India is a preferred destination for medical tourists. With world-class facilities and skilled practitioners, medical tourism is set to skyrocket by 2030, contributing significantly to India's economy. India, with its robust infrastructure and diverse locales, is an ideal venue for international meetings, conferences, and events. With projections indicating strong growth by 2030, MICE tourism stands to be a significant contributor to India's economic growth. The provided script section does not contain the line, "In the following scene, we will delve deeper into the unique offerings of In India," so no modifications are needed. Bollywood, an integral part of Indian culture, has a global fan base. From film-themed tours to visiting famous shooting locations, film tourism provides a unique blend of entertainment and travel. By 2030, film tourism is expected to be a major contributor to India's tourism economy. India's rural landscapes offer a rich tapestry of culture, traditions, and experiences. From pottery workshops to traditional cooking classes, rural tourism provides an authentic and immersive experience. By the year 2030, rural tourism is expected to make significant strides in contributing to India's economic growth. The diverse realms of Indian tourism, spiritual, wellness, agri, weddings, sports, eco, medical, MICE, film, and rural, each have the potential to contribute significantly to India's goal of becoming a $5 trillion economy. We look ahead to 2030. The future of Indian tourism shines bright, promising economic growth, job creation, and global recognition.